This is the PrintinZ 3D printer build surface. This is the PrintinZ build surface, formerly known as the zebra plate, that comes in a removable plate or a thinner stick-on skin that gives you an easy-to-use surface for your 3D printer. Anyone who's ever tried 3D printing has quickly found out that a first layer is the key to getting a good print, and that bed adhesion can be a real nightmare. This surface is a fiber-based material that has a matte finish that makes the print stick to it very well. If you go with the build plate, it's a double-sided black and white surface around 5 millimeters thick that can be flexed to easily free your parts. Also, the plate has a thin layer of copper inside, so you can still use your inductive bed probe. Your probe will have to be a bit closer to the plate to register than it would on metal. If you go with the skin, it's around a 2.5 millimeter piece of fiber material with adhesive on the back that you can stick right to the build plate. I would recommend putting down some blue tape or something before you stick it on, and make sure you have it lined up exactly right the first time, because this 3M adhesive is some serious stuff and you won't get a second chance to stick it down. The skin is too thick for an inductive probe, but you can always go with a touch-tight sensor if you need one. A few tips when using this surface: watch your Z height. You might bottom out your Z axis because of the added thickness of the plate. You can usually fix this by moving your rod couplers or adjusting your Z end stop. You can see some of the plate come off on your parts on occasion. I have only noticed this when printing on the white side with dark plastic, so I stick with the black side to avoid this. If you're printing with ABS, when you pull your parts off, you can get a white sheen on your parts. This is the same condition you see when flexing ABS filament. You can just rub this off or heat up the part to get rid of it. Also, don't get your hot end too close. You will melt this surface. Because this is a flexible surface, it's not going to be completely flat. You can take it off and bend it back into shape if you need to, but do mount it to something flat, like a piece of glass. Don't get crazy with the heat on these surfaces either. If you set it to about 100 C, it's going to be about 80 C on the top of the surface. You don't want to go much over 100 C because it tends to do this orange peel type effect that makes it hard to work with. Also, when using this plate, you probably don't need that much heat to get your prints to stick well. With the skins or the plate, you can usually just get a scraper under the part to remove it, or my favorite method, just jar it off with a good whack with whatever you have handy. Again, with the plate, you can remove it and flex it to get some of the parts off if you need to, and then finish it off with a scraper. I've used glue stick, hairspray, Captain tape, and blue painter's tape on glass, PEI sheets, build tack, ABS juice, and even Jello to try to get prints to stick. I really haven't found anything that works better than PrintinZ plates. You can get these in pretty much any size, and if you don't see the size you need, they'll custom cut you one. The plate is a little pricey. For the 200 by 200 millimeter standard build surface is around $40 US. The skin is a lot more affordable at $14 US for that same size, about the same as a PEI sheet. You do get fast and free shipping on domestic orders. I have abused the hell out of these things. I've even gotten the nozzle way too close and fused plastic to the top layer. I sanded it off with some 200 grit sandpaper until it was smooth, and it was good to go again. I think it even stuck better after the sanding roughed it up a bit. I highly recommend the Z surface. I wouldn't call it a permanent surface, but it's close. With a little maintenance, a wipe down with alcohol here and there, it should last for thousands of hours of print time. Another good thing about PrintinZ is their support. If you do have a problem with one of these, just get in contact with them through their site and they will get back to you quickly. As a customer, I've personally been in contact with Wayne several times, and he's always been helpful and professional. I have not been in contact with PrintinZ on this review, and all these items were purchased with my own funds through the PrintinZ website. All these opinions are my own. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or consider subscribing to my channel. If not, leave your thoughts below, and thanks for watching.